Hey, welcome to day 5 of the Silent Sculpt Gentle Core Yoga Challenge. Today's flow is short and powerful, focused on core strength, posture, and balance. Move at your own pace, listen to your body, and choose the options that feel right for you. Let's get straight into it, and lying down on your back with your knees bent. Bringing one hand onto the belly, one hand onto the ribs. And as you inhale, expanding the ribs and the belly, and as you exhale, drawing that belly in, lifting the pelvic floor up gently. Keeping your shoulders soft, pelvis is heavy, keeping this going. Deep breath in, expanding, and exhale, belly button to spine, lifting that pelvic floor all the way up, feeling that zipping up sensation through the center line, and then doing that again, keeping that breath flowing freely, maybe finding the rest of the body starting to relax even further as you continue with this. You might like to close the eyes or soften the gaze as you find a moment here to let go of anything that's happened so far in your day. Taking this time for you to connect to your breath, connecting to the body as you relax here and continue to breathe. Beautiful. When you're ready, taking your time to bring your arms down by your sides, bringing the back of the heels in as close to the pelvis as you can. The feet are about hip distance apart, and we will start to do a bridge flow. So taking a deep breath in, and as you exhale, rolling the pelvis up, lifting the hips, and coming up as high as you can onto the back of the shoulders. And then as you inhale, again, lowering all the way back down, rolling the spine, vertebra by vertebra, pelvis arrives last. Keeping this going. So inhale and then exhale, rolling the pelvis up, lifting, 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 and coming up as high as you can, lifting those hips up towards the ceiling. And then inhale as you lower back down with control. Keeping this flowing in your own time. And the option to stay up and making baby pelvic lifts up. So tiny little lifts up at the top or holding at the top of the bridge and staying there, making sure your weight is even through both feet. There is also the option to float the arms overhead as you lift the hips up, and then coming all the way back down as you float the arms down by your sides. Going with whatever feels right for you today, and keeping that core engaged, keeping that connection of the pelvic floor, and making sure that you are breathing, connecting the breath. Exhale as you roll up. Inhale, lowering back down slowly with control. Next time you come up, you might stay up and making little baby pulses at the top, tiny pulses up, keeping your core softly engaged, lifting those hips up, pressing evenly through both feet and breathing deep breaths. Keep it going, you can do it. Building a strong core and glutes and entire lower body. Beautiful, and then lowering all the way back down with control. Beautiful work. Coming down. Rolling over to your side, coming all the way up to standing and finding a wall. So any kind of wall that you can lean up against, bringing your back against that wall and your feet hip-width apart. Finding a core engagement and lowering to a comfortable seat. You don't want to have the thighs any lower than parallel if you are just starting out. So we want to make sure that wherever you are, you can bring your whole back up against the wall. You've got your core engaged. We're going to stay here, drawing the core in, ribs closed, spine neutral. If you want to come to a higher seat, if it's feeling too intense, you can come up higher on the wall. Or if you want to find an even bigger challenge, then you can start to deepen the bend of the legs. Keeping your weight in the heels, shoulders relaxed, make sure you're breathing. This is a strong exercise, but it is super beneficial, super powerful. Make sure you're breathing deep breaths in, keeping that core engaged, using your core to stay strong and stable, relaxing the shoulders. Few more breaths here. We're not going to be here long, and we are only here for a short time today. So you can do this. You're going to feel amazing afterwards. So good. Making your way off of the wall and coming all the way up to standing. Rolling the shoulders a few times and finding a comfortable position, weighted evenly through both feet. Bringing the arms down by your sides, palms facing forward. Finding a soft core engagement here and a neutral pelvis. Coming to tree on the right side. So from standing, we are taking the right foot and placing the foot on the ankle, the calf, or the inner thigh. And finding your balance here. So you can bring your hands to the heart, or maybe you might have the hands on the hips. Maybe you're reaching the arms up overhead. Making sure that you've got your core engaged and the pelvis is neutral. So you're not pressing the tailbone back and you're not tucking the tailbone under. You've got that nice neutral spine. And there is the option to keep the foot on the floor for some support if you're finding this too challenging today. Otherwise, making sure you're not bringing the foot onto the knee in any way. So either above the knee or below the knee. And let's come straight to the other. Opening the left hip out and foot rests on the ankle, calf or thigh, avoiding the knee. And core engaged. Finding your balance, shoulders rolling up and back and down. And then we are starting to keep that core connection, keeping really balanced here. It's okay if you fall out of this. It's all right, just taking your time to come back into it if that does happen. Maybe the hands are coming to prayer or at the heart. Maybe the arms are down by your sides or reaching the arms up overhead. Taking some breaths here, keeping stability in the core and the pelvis, staying strong. You are strong. Beautiful work. And then when you're ready, slowly starting to release out of this. Going to start to work through the obliques, the sideways. So coming to mountain pose, Standing tall, shoulders rolling up, back and down. Any kind of movement here that feels good. And then you are bringing the arms up overhead, almost as though you are holding a ball up overhead. Inhale as you lengthen up and over to one side, coming back through center. And then inhale as you reach up and over to the other side and back through center. Beautiful work. And this time we're going to start to twist from the belly button up and come into one side and then up and over to the other side. Nice. Back through center. Staying here and keeping this going. So you've got the pelvis in a neutral and the pelvis is staying still and stable through this. Your head is in the same line as the rest of the torso. Shoulders relax down and all of the twisting is coming from the waist up. So keeping your core softly engaged. And then next time you come over to one side, we're going to start to reach the fingertips a little bit forward, and then we are going to start to come all the way around to the other side. So let's do that now. You're coming over to one side, reaching the fingertips forward, shoulders away from the ears, and then starting to rotate all the way around to face the other side. And then bringing those arms forward, down, and circling up and over the other way. Keeping this going, and as you do this, softness into the elbows, shoulders are not bringing any tension, the back of the neck relaxing, and you are working through the waist, through those obliques, and breathing, finding your breath here, connecting the breath with this. Last one on each side. And bringing the arms all the way down. Amazing work. Finding that soft core connection, ribs closed, shoulders down and away from the ears. Finishing off with some breath work so you can come all the way down to lie down on your back or anything that feels comfortable, or staying here in standing. And taking a moment here, maybe closing the eyes or softening the gaze as you find some deeper breaths. Breathing deeply into the belly. And as you exhale out, allowing the pelvic floor to softly lift, zipping all the way up through that center line. And then as you start to inhale again, finding that expansion through the belly, almost as though you are blowing up a balloon. Feeling the belly becoming really, really full. And then as you start to exhale, softening all of it out as you lift up out of the pelvic floor, drawing all the way up. And then just let yourself find some relaxing breaths here. Staying here for as long as you like. As you rest, you have completed day 5 of the Silent Sculpt Gentle Core Yoga Challenge. Well done. So proud of you. I hope you're really proud of yourself. Comment below to share your progress. I would love to hear from you, and join me for day 6 when you feel ready. And make sure that you are subscribed for more free, gentle, low-impact sculpting workouts. It has been amazing having you join me today, and I cannot wait to see you again soon. Take care.